something that has been said so many times, but the physicians are leaving the practice. Physicians are encouraging their children not to go into the practice of medicine. And also physicians who are reaching an age where maybe they would like to slow down, instead of slowing down, they're leaving the practice.
Is it the malpractice lawsuits, or is it the insurance industry that's at fault? In other words, are the premiums so high because the insurance industry is making so much money, or because there are so many lawsuits filed?
That is an area of controversy, Tim, and the plaintiff's bar would say that it's the insurance industry. But in Pennsylvania, we have a physicians-owned insurance company, and that insurance company is a not-for-profit insurance company, and still the premiums are going up and are high.
All right. In many of the states where there has been tort reform, where they've passed legislation to limit recovery, remove punitive damages, premiums still go up. So what benefit is there in having any tort reform if that was the goal?
Well, I don't think we've had a sufficient time where tort reform has been enforced to see how it works. And in many of those states, it's been challenged, and the constitutionality has been questioned. So I don't think we've had sufficient time with tort reform.
All right, John, what about that? You know as a plaintiff's lawyer that there are many more lawsuits, that the damage awards in some cases are very high. Isn't there a legitimate point here that perhaps this has gotten out of control and something should be done?
No, Tim, I go back to my original answer. If you're talking about an invalid claim, then the patient shouldn't get anything. But I think the important thing to remember here is that compensation is only paid on a medical claim under one of two circumstances. Either the doctor's own insurance company voluntarily agrees to pay it, or an impartial, unbiased jury says that the doctor made a mistake.
All right, let me put that back to Giles then. You have an injured person who has been injured as the result of a doctor's negligence. Why shouldn't that person be able to recover any damages that a jury would award, or any amount of money that an insurance company is willing to settle for?
Tim, we have no problem with those cases where there are injuries caused by malpractice or negligence. Those people should recover. But the problem we have are there are so many claims filed which have no merit. And you can look at the statistics. They range anywhere from 60 to 70% of the cases which are filed are closed without payment. That's the problem we have. We have to some way get the non-meritorious cases out of the system.
Well, how do the non-meritorious cases cost so much money so that they're a part of the crisis? In other words, the increase in premiums doesn't result from the non-payment of claims, does it?
Well, I think Giles has a point that there certainly are costs involved in even paying attorney's fees in non-valid claims. I think Giles and I would agree that the bad claims should be gone, the good claims should have no limits.
Quick wrap-up, will anything happen in Pennsylvania in the next year in terms of reform? Yes or no? Anything?
I doubt it.
Giles?
I hope so.
All right. John, Giles, thank you for joining us. Stacey?
Thank you, Tim. Still to come in this edition of Weekend Magazine, we will have a preview of what is to come later this morning in the financial section. We'll be back in just a moment.